really short video for you guys on deleting some smog stuff if you have a big block Ford. This is different than small block Ford stuff. Back here we have our smog ports in the back of the head, which is that dirty looking hole right inside there. And this bridge goes right here, meets in the middle, and goes to a diverter valve. So you can see I've already got the diverter valve vacuum lines looped. I'll remove them later on at the source, but you want to pull this bridge out right here. It's going to be 5/8 bolt on either side, and this little arm right here goes here and clamps it to the block. So it's just a press fit. So oftentimes these will leak where the small block ones won't, because the small block ones are threaded. Now if you're working on a truck or something without a doghouse, this is going to be maybe not an option for you guys, but if you can pull the doghouse or have the engine out, then you're going to use these Dorman plugs right here. So as part number 555120, hopefully you can see that. And you're just going to want to clean up this hole really well, obviously on both sides, and pound a plug in there. So you can use a 10mm socket or something like that just to pound that plug in. Some people will, instead of doing this, because it's hard to get to on the pickups, they will use a big plug where this valve is right here, and that is equally difficult because these things are always seized up. So I suppose you could try that if you wanted to. This is just my box of plugs and things, but anyway, the reason why you don't want to do that is because, I don't know if you can tell, but there's a bunch of liquid coming out of here. It's just condensation. It's not coolant. It's just condensation building up. And so what'll happen is, if you have your smog system deleted, moisture will accumulate in here and eventually rust this out. And then you'll have an exhaust leak that you've got to deal with later on. Okay, here's one of the plugs installed in the head. Just pound it in place. And if you really want to, you could always, I guess, stick this back in if you're worried about it coming out. It really shouldn't. There's not a ton of pressure behind there. But I'll go ahead and stick these things back in here and just screw them down in place. But yep, there you go. All right, so if you're in my situation and you cannot plug the ports from the manifolds themselves, then you can pull the valve here on the distribution port, and you can plug it with one of these. So that's going to be a 3/4 to, there you go, 3/4 14 NPT fitting, and there's the part number. So I'll have links in the description for everything that I've used here in the video also. So we'll just thread that thing in there with some thread sealant and be good to go. Then we can remove this crossover and all the little pipes on top of the valve cover here as well. So next I just got to get to this one, and we'll plug that one up. And then along with that, all you have to do is just remove all the air pump crap off the front of the engine. And there really isn't, I mean, I could go into depth in a video, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You just yank it all out, say some bad words, and throw it in the trash. So that'll wrap this up. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. Thanks for watching.